Mike, it's the Mike Show still here. It's part 4 of Mike's Guide to Working with Your Husband in Your Business. Welcome. How are we all doing? I'm doing great. And we've decided that I'm just going to finish. Martha was so happy with me embarrassing myself here for the last 4 days that I'm just going to finish out the week. So I'm going to also do something on Friday, so stay tuned. I'll tell you what's going to happen tomorrow at this time. Hey, if this is your first time here, you know the drill. If you subscribe, if you comment on this video, and if you share this video by tagging Martha's personal Facebook profile or her business page, Livin the Dream with Martha, you might win stuff from our swag shop. And honestly, if you keep doing it, you're eventually going to win something. We're going to treat you to something off the swag shop. We got shirts, mugs, baby onesies, probably phone cases. I'm still wanting to get a baby onesie and put it on our dogs and stuff. That would be great. Hey, Heather, how we doing? How's everyone doing? Okay, so as you know, for the last 4 days here, we've been going over this little guide because over the years, a lot of Martha students have asked me how Martha and I work together so well, because Martha and I have been doing life, have been married, have been doing business for, gosh, like going on 10 years now. And we do it with harmony and grace, and we don't drive each other that crazy. I don't think so. Hey, good morning from sunny Alberta. I love Alberta. We were in Alberta a while back, a couple years, almost a year and a half ago. It was fun. I love that. I love your food there. Okay, so hey, let's recap this thing. So on day 1, we talked about the first key on how Martha and I work together so well. And that was that we align our goals, okay? We do that, first of all, by writing our goals, and you can do this too. Yes, you both have to write down your goals. The next step in that process is to find alignments in your goals, see where those goals match up. And then you commit to the goals together. Okay, so that was part 1. That was day 1 of this video series. In the next video, we went over the next key, which was the hard one, which was the scary word, which was accountability, right? No one wants to hold each other accountable because it's scary. It's the source of a lot of conflicts in marriages and whatnot. And I don't blame you, but this is what Martha and I do. So this is what I talked about. The philosophy is your spouse is never the problem. Never attack your spouse. Never say, hey, you're not doing enough. Hey, you're not taking this seriously. The problem is deviation from the goal. Never attack the person. Instead, address the deviation from the goal, right? Address the concern. Don't confront your spouse. And then you hold each other accountable by reinforce them goals. Reinforcing your commitment to the goals because, hey, you know what? Your aligned goals are a roadmap to your mutual success. That's right. Day 3, it was about celebrating the wins. I think as entrepreneurs, and especially in a lot of cases here where you're doing your own thing and your husband's doing something else, maybe still working at his 9 to 5, I think there's this preconceived notion we may have that the wins are transparent. And yesterday's video was all about saying, you know, they're not, okay? Those wins need to be celebrated. They need to be communicated. So your partner, you know, it inspires your partner. It certainly did me. As I went into the story of how in those early days when we started our digital marketing agency years ago, I was doing my own thing, you know, Martha and I both own the agency, but I was out walking dogs. And if she wouldn't have told me the wins, even the little wins, I don't know. I don't think we would all be here right now. So, and then I gave you a little extra credit too, which is get him involved. And we're actually going to be talking about that in tomorrow's video. So stay tuned for that. Today is about Q&A. All right. So let's see what some of you guys are saying here. Good morning, Andrea. Hi, Carrie. Hey, Devery. How are we doing? So I asked on Facebook 2 days ago, I think, to give me some questions, and I would answer them here to the best of my knowledge. Because again, you might be tired of hearing me say this, but I can't fix your husband. But I can explain to you what Martha and I have done to be able to work together. So I have questions, and also we'll probably have time to take some questions on the fly too, if you want to put them in the chat, and I'll look for them after we answer these questions. So the first one was from, and I just took these kind of first come, first serve, was Amy. Amy says, what would you say you do that is the most helpful / supportive in your partnership? Okay, so this is going to be kind of a surprise answer, but this is a hard question to answer for me, and I'm not sure if all of you have kids. I'm sure most of you do have kids. Martha and I have a 6-year-old daughter named Nora, and that was really the when she took her first steps and Martha wasn't there to see it with her own eyes, that was really the catalyst for everything we do now. So the best answer I think I have for this, and the one that I would want to share, is that, so in these cases where we're starting this business from home, these businesses from home, and this is definitely our case, Martha and I's, is that there isn't really a separation between business and family, okay? Like, we've worked from our home for years, and the things are basically one. Family and business is basically the same thing. So the most supportive thing I think I've been able to do for our family is that I just parent. And I take care of the home. That was a lot more so in the old days. Now we're blessed to have people that help us with like washing dishes and doing laundry and stuff. But yeah, I certainly did that back in the day. So Martha could execute on vision and everything. But there's this old idiom, this old wives' tale that I think is true, is that parenting is 80-20, right? That one parent has 80% of the work and one parent has 20% of the work. And that's true, but the thing is like, sometimes Martha's got 80, sometimes I have 80, sometimes Martha has 20, and sometimes I have 20. And I think the most supportive thing I've done is I've took ownership of doing everything I can to raise our daughter and to take care of our home, because I really don't believe those things are separate. I don't think our business and our family, we've never looked at our business and our family as separate things. So in essence, by taking care of the home and by helping raise our daughter, not saying that husbands don't raise daughters, but like, I guess I do a lot of the things that maybe a lot of males don't do for their daughters. But so I think that's the most supportive thing. I don't know if that was the answer you're looking for, but that's certainly what I feel I've done. Yeah, I could say, hey, I've been the integrator to Martha's visionary and have executed on her plans and everything, but I don't know. I don't think that answer would carry as much weight as I just parent. I try to be the best dad I can be. So, all right. So again, yeah, if you have other questions, put them in. I'm going to go to the next question, and that's Cindy. Love this idea. Question: how can we help our husbands when so much of their identity is tied up in their work for someone else? How can they shift to find their identity in creating their own things and not the easy way of the 9 to 5? Hey, has your husband been through HBR? Has he been through bat signal? I mean, our video for tomorrow is also going to maybe help with this, I think. Definitely the next question I have. But I would encourage him to at least go through the bat signal training, and maybe his identity is tied up in that because he hasn't yet discovered how to speak to that person he was in the past, and realize that like the knowledge he has, people will want that, right? So I would say that. Cindy, if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to me. But I'm going to move on here. So Sherry, my husband is on board 100%, but reminds me of my physical and emotional limitations. How can I best put him to work to help me be the version of the person I want to be, where I can retire him to my assistant? Okay, so hey, Cindy, or I'm sorry, Sherry. Sherry. I was trying to figure out a topic for what I would do for tomorrow's video, right? Because Martha's gonna stay sequestered until Sunday, so therefore I'm doing the live tomorrow too. But I think that your question sparked the whole topic for tomorrow's video, which is going to be 3 ways to get your husband involved in your business. That's going to happen tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. I think if you watched yesterday's video too, where I explained the visionary and the integrator, that every small business has those 2 precursors to like the C-suite, where one person is the visionary, dreams the ideas, dreams the dreams, and one person executes on those ideas. I would look at that and how he could maybe assist. Maybe he could be an integrator for you for certain things. But definitely tune into tomorrow's video, because I'm going to get really granular. I'm going to give you 3 ways you can get your husband involved in business. And they're really 3 ways that, they're 3 things that Martha and I have done. So stay tuned for that. Do we have questions from the live chat here? Morning, Mike. Thanks for answering my question. No problem. Hey, too, also, you know, even though Martha's sequestered in a room until Sunday, we're still doing this. We're still changing lives. You know, we're on a mission to co-create 1 million invincible families by 2026. That's right. That's our 5-year goal. We want 1 million families that are not dependent on corporate America for their income, that can do what they want, when they want, with who they want, how they want. Okay, the way that happens, our roadmap to success is HBR. You know what? A lot of you are in it. If you want to create sustainable, multiple income streams from home for your family and be invincible, we're still having these conversations. Message Living the Dream with Martha, her Facebook business page. Let's do this. Rainbows and unicorns, what have you. And we're going to see where you fit in the programs, okay? So definitely don't forget to do that. We're still having those conversations, even though Martha's recovering. Did we have questions in the live chat? My husband is an amazing daughter daddy. He brushes and braids her hair and is way more creative with them than I am. That's great. I love brushing my daughter's hair. I do it twice a day. Got to get the tangles out, right? If you weren't interested at all, what would Martha have done to sway you to get involved? Oh, geez. You know, That's a tough question because like I think Martha did sway me to get involved, you know, because like she shared the wins. I mean, I don't mean to keep coming back to that answer, but she kept me in the loop. I mean, every day when she was out. So with our digital marketing agency, I was out walking dogs as a separate business that we had that still exists. And she was at a co-working facility running our agency. And I mean, I don't think I would have been on board if she wouldn't have told me about the wins. Like anything, like, hey, we got a client here today. This is what we're doing for them. I wrote a blog post for a client, and it's like it's got them like on the first page of Google, like in a week. You know, it was that stuff. That's really what swayed me, because going back to yesterday's video is that stuff's not transparent. We tend to think it is, that everyone can see our wins, and sometimes you just have to stick them right in front of people's faces, right? But I'm going pretty long. All right. If you have any other questions, ask them in the comments section of this video, not the live chat, but the comment section on YouTube. And I'll see if I can get around to answering them. But stick around for tomorrow. We're doing 3 ways to get your husband involved in your business. It's going to be magical. All right. God bless you all. Thank you.